Hello, friends. I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey. We are delving further down the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard rabbit hole today. Thanks to Jeff, who also goes by Dignam44 on YouTube, who has been commissioning so many of these. I really appreciate it. You don't have to support over on Ko-fi, but it helps the channel run, and obviously it pushes a lot of things to the top. But I do still check the comments. Please don't ask Jeff to do your own requests. You can let me know your requests in the comment section. If you want to suggest any or join our Patreon or Ko-fi, you can do that as well. There's no pressure here, but I just don't want anyone to pressure Jeff into doing anything in particular if he's already got an idea of what he wants to suggest, and I don't want to make it uncomfortable for anyone. So just please bear that in mind, and let's be selfless, not selfish. Jeff says there's a KEXP set from their first metal album. It's about 20 minutes. The full thing's about 37 minutes, but there's an interview at the end. And it's looks like it's got 5 tracks from an album, Infest the Rats Nest. It's got Mars for the Rich, which is track 2 on there, Venusian 1, which is track 5, Perihelion, which is track 6, Venusian 2, track 7, and Hell, which is track 9 of 9. So it looks like we've got kind of the gist of the album, highlights, if you will. So we've got a feel for what that album might be like. This is a band that release so many albums, multiple albums a year. We can't keep up with them. I know I'm trying to like go through all their discography, but there's so much, and there's live performances as well as lots of different albums to check out already, different versions. So this is quite exciting to be checking out this band. I'm really, really enjoying them and doing stuff off my own back as well because they're fun. So let's check out their full performance on KEXP minus the interview. Right.
You're listening to KEXP at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming worldwide at KEXP.org. I'm Cheryl Waters down here in the KEXP studios. It's King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Welcome.
Cheryl's really supportive of them.
Always such a pleasure to have you here. You've had 2 records out since we last had you here at KEXP, Fishing for Fishies, and on Friday, the brand new album, Infest the Rats Nest, came out. So excited to hear you play songs from that today. It's King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Take it away.
Mm-hmm. Hang on. We will start and stop, obviously. Copyright reasons. This one is non-monetizable. KEXP stuff is their own. So yeah, we've got to be kind for copyright reasons as well. These two, we've got 2 drummers. I thought I saw 2 drummers, 2 drum kits as well. That's cool. The sound of it, I know we've only heard like less than a minute, but reminds me of an indie song that I've heard. But this is from a metal album, right? Red Mars for the Rich. We'll go through the lyrics a bit further down the line. Red Mars for the rich. I'm just a poor boy living frugally. I see Mars on TV. I see people happy. I work fields with blistered fingers, looking starward. That world has no place for me. Red Mars for the rich. The rich people could go to Mars if Earth was destroyed. His perspective, he's just a poor boy. He's not got a lot of money. He has to live within his means, and he might not even be able to do that. He sees Mars on TV. He sees people happy. Is this like seeing things on the TV, seeing things on social media? You see the good side. You see people's good side there. You don't see the bad side as much, although there is a lot of normalizing of that more as we go through time. But there's a lot more. We highlight a lot of the good stuff, don't we? I see Mars on TV. I see people happy. I work fields with blistered fingers, so I'm a hardworking person. I look starward. That world has no place for me. I look to the stars. I look to Mars. I wouldn't be able to go there because I'm poor. So poor versus the rich. The rich could do whatever they like. Space travel is nothing to some rich people. For us poor, hardworking people, it's not even an option. I'm just going to have a quick look at the song bio, because there is a song bio here. Inspired by current efforts to colonize Mars, Mars for the Rich is about how escaping the environmental disasters of Earth will only be possible for the rich due to the many expenses and risks associated with space travel. Okay, makes sense. The narrator, a poor boy, knows he can't afford to live on Mars because of his low economic status, but he knows he doesn't belong on the unsafe, environmentally deformed Earth either. It also says they released a first-person shooter game called Mars for the Rich. I'm a gamer. I didn't know that features this song. In the game, the player fights against a swarm of rats that chase the player from the statue in the cover art. Anyway, there's a bit of lore about this. So the Earth is facing devastation, perhaps. There are environmental disasters happening on Earth, and we're talking about how rich people could go, but yeah, not everyone. Okay, so that does make sense. Red Mars, the SARS, living large. Red Mars for the rich. The SARS, TSARS, like leaders, emperors, just saying they're living large. The people that have lots of money kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And then I guess we've got another verse coming. Love the sound. Wait, that pause as well. That was so powerful. I'm gonna give it a like already. Mars for the privileged, Earth for the poor. They've said the whole thing in 2 lines, haven't they? Mars terraforming slowly. Earth has been deformed. Okay, so Earth's numbers are limited. Earth's days are numbered. That's what I meant, wasn't it? Mars is terraforming slowly. Mars is progressing as a perhaps habitable planet. Right now, Mars, we see it as an inhabitable place. You wouldn't be able to live there. But it seems like there's progression in this time period where they're singing in. But Earth has been deformed. Just forget it. You ain't coming here. The ticket's too dear. Dear is another word for expensive. I stare sadly into my beer. That world has no place for me. It suggests that he's poor. He's drinking to cope. Stares into his beer sadly, and realizes that there's no place for him there. I love how when I see Stu singing, he always gets like really close to the mic. He's passionate. I really like the way he performs his style. I like their personalities. They all really mesh well together, and not just Stu, but they've all got really cool personalities and perform nicely. I like it. That world has no place for me. So it's from here, it feels like he's talking about Mars, but just want to know, what is Ambi doing? What is he doing into the mic? I'm listening, but I'm not sure what he's doing. He's not playing the harmonica there, is he? I just can't see it. Can't hear it. Is he making a... Is it a vocal noise? I know he also does vocals. Something. So we're actually doing like a not blending in to the next one, which I don't know what I was expecting, but that's cool. So then we're going to hear the next one soon, which I understand is probably going to be Venusian 1. Just so I've got enough recording time, I'm going to stop and start real quick. So, in terms of the song, that was really nice. It was quite catchy. The chorus, quite simple in terms of the lyrics, but very obvious what it was about. I like Stu's vocals. I think he's got a very distinct voice and he suits that kind of destructive world type narration. Even the fact that it was from a point of view of a poor boy, that was really quite catchy. So the next one is going to be Venusian 1. I just realised anyway, yeah, the next one. You probably did notice, didn't you? Anyway.
Cool.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live on KEXP.
Venusian one.
Before we get further into this one feels a bit more thrash metal type. It's faster. It's, I think, heavier. Yeah, for sure. Venusian 1. So they start the intro by introducing the title as well. And then the guitar stuff, that's pretty damn fast, isn't it? We'll go through the verse properly once we finish the verse, but I just thought I had to interject because that's wild. Okay. Well, this is a party. What the fuck? So we go Venusian 1. Venusian 1. We were just talking about Mars and Earth, of course. But Venusian 1, and they said the second planet from the sun, Venus. It is Venus, right? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Am I mistaken? But also the title of this track, Venusian 1, Venus, Venusian. So there's the clue, I guess. I didn't really think about that until right now. The cogs are going. There's all these little guitar details that are really, really cool. I like the drums as well. Drums are quite fierce. The guitars are quite fierce. The vocals are more fierce. Forest desertified, ocean wave amplify, constant tornado sky, black water, no supply. That's quite horrific, isn't it? If a planet has a deserted forest, ocean waves are more intense, amplified, bigger, constant tornado sky, there's natural disasters all the time because of the weather, climate change, tornadoes in the sky, black water, no water supply. That's hell on Earth, if it is on Earth. Is it about Earth? I feel like this is about Earth. Otherworld surrogate, like a surrogate mother, right? Someone is going to take care of you because for whatever reason the original cannot. For many for many different reasons and acceptable reasons as well. I'll add. Interstellar hour escape, so we have to leave Earth, I guess. Sulfur star liberates. Is that talking about Venus? Is Venus known for being a sulfur planet? I'm not even sure. I love outer space as well, but things like this test me when I haven't got my research to hand already, but we'll have a look. Got to beat the outbreak. So we've got to beat the destruction of Earth. Let me just see. Sulfuric. Venus is indeed known for its highly acidic environment, characterized by thick clouds composed primarily of sulfuric acid droplets. Okay. Space is fascinating, obviously very scary at the same time. Okay, so we've got to beat this ticking time bomb on Earth. Oh, we're going to the second planet from the sun. Oh, our ship can deliver us from our ruin. Help us, deliver us from ruin. It's gonna save us. Venusian, is Venusian then the name of the ship, Venusian 1? If it is, in fact, Venusian 1, does that mean that's the first test going there? And then now we know that there is Venusian 2. Is there a second? Did this go wrong? I guess I'm ahead of myself, but I can't help that as a person with my kind of brain. I'm like, oh, does this mean this is going to happen? Sometimes it gets quite exciting trying to predict what's going to happen, and then when you're right, people like think it's amazing. Like, oh yes, told you. Okay. But as humans, I don't know, there's this thing of like, oh, I'm so cool because I know the information before they gave it to us. Anyway, I'm just speculating. Death Admirer, Ground of Fire. I heard there's a holy yellow sky, like made of sulfur, sulfuric acid. Just make sure you close your eyes. Oh gosh. So Death Admirer, is that because the planet isn't a livable planet? You'll die if you go on there. Ground of Fire, you can't even step on the ground. I heard there's a holy yellow sky. Just make sure you close your eyes because it'll blind you or it will disintegrate you. Venusian 1. Okay. All right, let's more. This mad lads. They're all mad lads. Sounds so cool. What is going on? This is mental. Made of junk from Earth. Human waste. How absurd. Are they talking about the spacecraft? journey is childbirth. So even the journey there is painful. They're comparing it to childbirth. That's quite horrific. Not that I've experienced it, but a lot of women have, and can die from it, by the way. Just a reminder that childbirth is a huge thing that people just undervalue all the time. Plant a flag, start a church. So when you arrive on another planet, people plant a flag to be like, we were here. But start a church, is this like start a cult? Is this start an actual religion? A house of worship is what a church is, not a religion. Based on a religion. Sharp as ice in the night, cutting space satellite. Not sure what sharp as ice in the night means, other than staying alert. Cutting space satellite. Satellites go out there into space. To a sphere, satellite. A planet on fire. We escaped parasites. We're heading for a planet satellite, it seems like. We escaped parasites. Is that what would have been on Earth? They managed to escape that, I guess. And then back to, we're going to the second planet from the sun. Oh, our ship can deliver us from our ruin. Floating helium. So there's a different chorus. I feel like I wasn't paying attention to listening to them. They might have repeated this. I feel like the first chorus might have been slightly different, but what I'm seeing here is different to what they performed as. That could be someone messing up the lyrics. That could be the lyrics I've got are slightly wrong. Could be a recorded version that I'm looking at. But just so you know, there's a slightly different chorus here written down, which I did hear and see them as they performed. Floating helium, blimp of freedom. Outside air will bring you death. Just make sure you hold your breath. It says, make sure you close your eyes because you'll be blinded if you keep them open. Make sure you hold your breath because even just breathing will kill you. It's not safe. Floating helium, blimp of freedom. Is this blimp of freedom the spacecraft? Because it doesn't feel like it's the planet at this point. Because outside air will bring you death. So hold your breath. We've got some like really cool instrumental bits between each part of the verse and the chorus. Okay, all right, another one. Venusian 1. They say Venusian 1, Venusian 1, Venusian 1. I heard there's a holy yellow sky. Just make sure you close your eyes. Outside air will bring you death. Just make sure you hold your breath. So there's reiteration of the things we've heard already before. How dangerous it is. There is an annotation here that I haven't looked at, and I haven't looked at any of the annotations on this one. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I find it useful to at least see what other people have put, but it's not always true. It's sometimes interpretation. It says here, though, actually, according to Stu Mackenzie, The B-side of Infest the Rats Nest tells a story of a group of rebels who are forced to leave planet Earth to try and settle on Venus. So the first group, rich people, went to Mars. These people gone to Venus. I just realised that whole there was a phrase before, and there's a book about it, isn't it? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Different planets, different. I mean, planets are different in their environment, their atmosphere, and everything on them. So perhaps this is a reference to that, or a nod to that. Venusian 1 is the first part of this tale. So we have got Venusian 2 to come after something else. I think the song... So the rebels begin their journey on a travel to Venus. The song also details the hostile atmosphere on Venus and makes a few comparisons between Earth and Venus, which is possibly a commentary on how the Earth may become planet fire like Venus. Okay. Okay, yeah. Next we've got Perihelion. I should have actually had a look at what some of these things mean, but I guess Venusian 1 could just be a project. Perihelion is the point in a celestial body's elliptical orbit where it's closest to the sun. Oh, okay. It occurs annually for Earth in early January, with Earth positioned about 5 million kilometers closer to the sun than at Perihelion, which is the farthest point, in July. At this point, Earth moves at its maximum orbital speed. That's really, really cool. So that's what Perihelion is, the point at which it's closest to the sun. Okay. I feel like I've heard that term before. Okay. Let's check it out then. I really love the madness of how they play. It's so cool. Okay, this might be a chorus to come. So, space is the place for the human race, chasing the race for a new place. Humans started out on Earth. It says space is the place for the human race. So, because Earth is no longer habitable, chasing the race for a new place. So, we're trying to find somewhere to live. Days on our old place waste. Earth is not good. It's a waste of time being there now. Starship's team full of everybody keen. Yes, everyone wants to get away. Pilot in the twilight is a deep dream. Men and machine convene. What does that mean? Pilot in the twilight is a deep dream. Is that the Twilight Zone? A deep dream. Men and machine convene. This is men and machine working together. Something like that. And then Perihelion. 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 Again, the vocals are quite loud, sinister. There's things that aren't good happening here. I love the different instruments we have. I saw a tambourine there as well from Ambrose. I'm seeing, like, I'm witnessing more people with backing vocals. That's, yeah, it's quite intense, isn't it? I absolutely love how they perform. There's something so addictive to it. The sun.
Son of Perihelion, no reroute, lonely captain, children done. Shout sins that you were in the sun. Melting humans and everything they bring. Then I blame the sun will take their things. Raining sun has sinners for dinner. Perihelion.
Right. Oh my god. Giver of life and the giver of speed, ever we take even her gravity. Are we still talking about Earth here? Her glowing beauty is something to see, bigger and brighter she cometh to me. It feels more like the sun. Giver of speed because of the pull. Gravity, the pull around. Solar mountain comes on the perihelion, so on the horizon we're seeing solar things. No rerouting, only counting till we're done. People say rerouting. With my accent, it doesn't sound very good and rhymey. Shouting sins until we're in the sun. So it feels like we're just close to the sun, our demise. But there's something. There's a bit of a juxtaposition here because they're talking about her glowing beauty. There's a wonder about it. Here it says the humans in the spaceship have plotted a course around the sun to get to Venus, but a solar mountain, solar flare, has occurred in the perihelion, where the ship will be travelling fastest. Okay, since it's going so fast, there is no rerouting, only counting until they hit it and burn up. The sins they are shouting would be swear words. Shouting sins until we're in the sun. Yeah, it sounds like they're cursing. Then it says, melting humans and everything they bring. In a blink, the sun will drink their things. In a blink, they're gone. They're melted. They're completely destroyed. Grinning sun has sinners for dinner. Are these still the rich people going there? Is it suggesting that these aren't good people? Not all rich people are bad, but it's saying grinning sun has sinners for dinner. I mean, they're shouting sins until we're in the sun. Perhaps it's just talking about the fact that they are swearing and says the grinning sun has sinners for dinner because of it. It's eaten them up. It's gobbled them up. All gone. Goodbye. Then back to perihelion, 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 and then back to the chorus, giver of life and giver of speed, ever we take even her gravity. Her glowing beauty is something to see, bigger and brighter she cometh to me. Yeah. Yep. Giver of life refers to the fact that all life on Earth is powered by the sun. And the giver of speed implies that we are trying to use a slingshot maneuver to get to Venus. As the perihelion is the fastest point in orbit, they would risk having to travel near the sun. It's all making sense, of course. What does it say here under grinning sun has sinners for dinner? The line parallels the second to last line of Planet B. Sinners are grinners ear to ear. So they've got a song called Planet B. Is that what that is? Oh, Planet B is the first track of the album. Okay, so that's a callback. If we knew that one, but they've not covered it in this one. And well, I need to listen to more. That's the answer, isn't it? It's always the answer. You might think you've listened to enough, Phoebe, but you must listen to more, and it's all part of the fun, honestly. Okay, it's mostly just repetition now, but I really love the sinister sound of it all. The quite daunting environment that they're in. I mean, it's sort of destruction, isn't it? It's death and destruction all around. You can't escape it. Definitely hear harmonica there. At least it sounds like it. That was really, really good. Okay, that was really, really cool. It's like I was saying, there's no escaping it. You want to escape the Earth and that being destroyed, but now you're on your way to Venus, and now you are going to melt anyway because you flew too close to the sun. Almost feels like this story that we might have heard before. I wonder if there's a similarity, a reason for that, or what. Either way, it's a lot, isn't it? I love the backing vocals of that as well. They're doing the Perihelion and the echoes. It all just sounds quite atmospheric. That it adds to the depth of the atmosphere here. I like the way it goes trippy here. Almost like something's been obliterated in space. Oh, Venusian 2. Such really good details on the guitars. I hate stopping and starting for these guys. Okay, there's a lot there. Really like the way they're singing it. In the lap of the gods, the last one did explode. Is that all the melting? In a blaze all fiery, I sit in the cockpit It may be a sinking ship, but fortune favors bravery. They're trying again on Venusian 2. It's the next spacecraft that they have going out there and trying to save whoever's left, I guess. Saying in the lap of the gods, in the hands of the gods, it was fate. It happened, and they're talking about it being in the lap of the gods, out there in space, and the fact that he sits in the cockpit. So this is coming from someone's point of view, and hoping that this risk is going to be worthwhile. Road trip with me, vitamin V, or they said vitamin V, because people say vitamin differently. Vitamin V instead of vitamin D. Vitamin V for Venus, in focus now. So we're focusing on Venus. We're on our way. Venusian 2. Venusian 2 is what they're saying after that chorus. There is a bit of lore here. I like that this is like, it's another one of those concept albums, obviously, because it's telling a story of things. So I like the lore that goes behind these albums they have. They're quite, some of them are like, feel like really far out there, but this is like, could happen. It feels far away, but is it? I mean, we hope not. But I like hearing what goes on in their minds and what they create from it. It says Venusian 2 is about the next ship and final effort by the rebels to continue in their mission to Venus. After seeing the death in the fire of the sun by the previous ship, Venusian 2's pilot is unsure of the success of the colonial mission, but presses on. I guess that's how we feel in the first. In fact, there are a few different things, but we're going to carry on because I feel like I might spoil it. Although, how do you know I haven't read it accidentally and I've just decided not to do that? But trust me on this one, and if you don't, that's completely understandable. But I kind of don't want to spoil it for myself, so I'm going to go to verse 2. I love that noise. Vocal, sorry. Before we carry on, I really love the chaos of the guitars before we calm down a bit more there. I love that this is a mission that it could be fatal, it could be dangerous, but it feels like they're taking a risk and it's more exciting. The thrill, the potential to do better than those that came before us. It might go wrong, but what if it doesn't? How what's going to happen? I guess time will tell. We don't really know. Although I remember that there is a song called Hell coming up, so it doesn't fill me with much hope. But I'm seeing the lyrics here. I don't see much else in lyrics. We will cover verse 2 because I've just realised I haven't actually talked about the lyrics there. Fingers getting warm and eyes are turning gold. Oh, reflection of the sun, reflection of the yellow sulfuric acid. Evil twin is coming in. I thought they were talking about me for a second because I'm a twin, but I'm not an evil twin. It's okay. Evil twin is coming in. Is this Venus? Is this the sun? Is the sun closing in? Is this the moment of truth where we're going to hope for the best? Weathering the storm, we're going to go through it. Or maybe not through it, but get there without being burned alive. I put the birdie down. For the sin I have a grin. What? I put the birdie down. The birdie is the Venusian 2 ship. This is the pilot saying they landed. Oh! They landed successfully on Venus. Oh, okay. For the sin I have a grin. It was talking about sinners and the sun grinning, consuming the sinners. But now we have... It's almost like a reversal of power, would you say? I think. Then back to road trip with me, vitamin V. I see the ground. Oh, he sees the ground. Ah, I didn't get that the first time hearing them say it. Okay, and then Venusian 2. Okay, let's read the rest of the about then, because there's nothing more that I can see there on the lyrics. We will hear some more sounds. Unlike the previous ship, Venusian 1, this attempt successfully arrives on Venus and begins colonization in the form of a floating base in the Venusian air. Okay, so they're not actually on the ground there, they're floating near it. Unbeknownst to the passengers aboard Venusian 2 before landing, the pilot somehow either discovers the superbug bacteria strain from Earth followed them, or that the mission is futile and Venus cannot be colonized. Perhaps we know this from later in the album, but the pilot dismisses these concerns and continues the mission, knowing full well what he has done. Oh, for the sin I have a grit. So he knows this is not going to end well. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even clock that. Even so, the pilot bears a grin and is proud of the work he has done. Oh my God. That's so deep. Okay. I love finding out the story in this way. It's kind of strange, but I like it. Also, look at this cool t-shirt. I just want to say there was a bit earlier though, the bass was really, really cool, and I didn't mention that. I wish I did closer to the time, but there's a lot of good bass in this as well. I like it when a bass stands out. I, over the years, have struggled to hear or differentiate bass sounds, but I think the more I listen to things and the more I listen to good music with good bass in, I'm noticing it a bit more. But it's really something to praise in this, because I found that quite pleasant throughout most of the song anyway. Even just there, it was quite nice. Love the guitars. Obviously, they're one of the many starring roles in this. Maracas included. They added a bit of depth. There's so much going on, and the vocals from all of them, that's really fun. The drums are insane. It's getting hot in there. It's been hot for a while, I think. But yeah, when I thought there's more of an exciting journey than chaos and destruction, perhaps I was wrong, because that last part did feel quite scary. And then I guess the last track is Hell, so I wonder what's to come. I've just pressed space on the lyrics, so let me go here. Hell.
God, it's really hot down here on the surface. Fancy Christ has left me with a purpose. Remember what I went through. Remember what I went through. There's all too early
Come on.
here I was thinking I died.
This I love how we've heard from the earlier track, because it's gone from like what sounded quite more indie rock, like Mars for the Rich, and it's developed through like thrash metal. This feels way more like thrashy or like speed metal style. It's more chaotic, it's more intense as we go. It's daunting, like it's pure destruction, because now we're on Hell, so it's very appropriate to how we've gone. And I guess throughout the album it kind of adds to the intensity as you go as well. The verse, God, it's pretty hot down here. I mean, if you're in Hell, it's probably the hottest place going, isn't it? Pretty hot down here under surface. Antichrist has tempted me with a purpose. Antichrist, is that Satan? Remember where to enter. Remember where to enter. The door to hell is amber. Hell, 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 hell. Door to hell is amber. The color that you would associate with hell: reds, oranges, ambers. These bright, hot heat colors, and the music just signifies that we're in a pretty dark, dangerous place, I would say. Okay.
Here I was thinking I died. I see 1,000 flies and wings and tails and slides. Nausea, last resolute, near the entrance. Satan points me to the rat's nest. Remember when I went on. Remember when I went on. The door to hell is
Hang on. I know that's super rude of me, so we will listen to that whole guitar solo in full. But first, the verse. Here I was thinking I'd die. I see 1,000 flies and wings and tails and spines. It's not good. Is that part of the bug? They were talking about the bug that he's seen, the super bug bacteria strain. Nausealess resoluteness near the entrance. Nausealess, like not nauseous. Satan points me to the rat's nest. Satan's leaving me to hell. What does it say here? Possibly referring to the fact that he's dead. Oh, sorry. The fact that the dead who have entered hell are being sent back to the living world to infest the rat's nest and rid Mars of the sinful, greedy, and evil rich who destroyed Earth and abandoned it, and the poor people left behind. Oh. Ugh. Right. Satan is quite literally showing them the way to the rat's nest. Right. The rat's nest on Mars. Yes. I should not forget that. Okay. Then back to the chorus. Remember where to enter. Remember where to enter. The door to hell is amber. Hell, 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 hell. Then we've got what sounds like it's a great guitar solo that we have only heard a portion of, but we're going to hear the whole thing now. Thank you. It's King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live in the KEXP studios, one of our favorite bands to have stop by. Thank you so much. 15 infantry paratroop into the Perihelion new scene. Hell's where they want to be. Infest the Rats Nest. Are there 15 rebels? 15... maybe not infantry. Paratroop into the Perihelion new scene. The album Infest the Rats Nest is the 15th studio album released by the band. Okay. Propylene, also called propene, is a chemical commonly used in manufacturing, as it is a base component of many chemicals and plastics used to create an even wider range of items. Its primary use is to make polypropylene, a plastic that is used in various manufacturing contexts, automobile parts, furniture, plastics, squeeze bottles, solvents. This line is implying that the rich living on Mars never learned their lesson and have continued to industrialize without a care for the environment, just as they did on Earth. What sort of fate do you think that leads them towards, huh? Right. Gosh, that makes so much sense. I'm glad I have a bit of a helping hand sometimes on here, because whilst it's so cool to listen to everything and interpret it, it's nice having a bit more context. This, you would never have had this years and years ago. So I really do appreciate the internet for stuff like this. But what a performance. I would love to see the rest of that interview, perhaps not for today, because it's quite a bit of time that I've run out of time almost. So I'll have to wrap up for today. But I love hearing more behind the scenes and overviews of what they've done and why, and thoughts behind it and stories, because I guess lots of people hear them talk about these stories and explain some of the music at times, and so we can learn more about it. People like me can learn more about it, or perhaps just by the story in the albums where people have interpreted it and they've come up with stuff. That's how people might get their information. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to Jeff for commissioning yet another big old video. Thank you to anyone watching. Your time is very precious. I really appreciate it. Time is the best gift anyone can give. At least I think so. And you've given me a lot of time. I've had to break it up into parts because I know it's going to be big. So thank you, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of people think they have and they haven't, so I would love for you to do that if you can, if you have the capacity, and any comments boost the video. And if you've watched till the end, thank you as well, because that really helps boosting the video when people watch the video all the way through. So on that note, thank you so much, and hopefully see you again sometime soon. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.